Zongo. Okay, sure, Masambi. Masibusane Zongo. On an interview on Prime Sports with Masatse. I'm masking into what you're about. Hello, Kakul. Pacho Yinja put.
And off the field. I understand he said.
Please.
Zizo, thank you very much for.
Yeah, you can see, but he's clearly maybe he's that type of a person. Like he's a shy person naturally, because Brahmatlate is saluting him. But Zizu is like, hey, man. Let's see what he has to say, man. I just hope this becomes a beautiful interview. I just hope Brahmatlate can get out something that we have not been exposed to from Masibusane Zongo. Zongo.
This interview has been a long time coming. You are not an easy man to get hold of. Can't get Kantolaga. But anyway, thanks very much for agreeing to speak to us here at Prime Sports with Mahlatsi. I want us to start from the beginning. Okay. Masibusane Zongo. Where do you come from? Where did you start playing? How were you identified to end up at the Feyenoord Super Sport Academy?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you and the crew for this opportunity.
Former vets, Super Sport Platinum Stars and Super Sport player. Former vets, Super Sport Platinum Stars and Super Sport. Okay, I'm sure it's just a fault in J error in J. Oh, I believe by his prime years were Platinum Stars, but I was still young. Maybe Nina, you can tell me something better than that. Maybe it can happen but when he had his prime years when he was at Super Sport, but I knew Masibusane Zongo when he was playing at Platinum Stars.
Masibusane Zongo umfana waseMthatha elali kusengqoleni emqangweni akwambange.
You can see you haven't forgotten your clothes, eh?
How can you forget that? He can never. He can't.
Ukhule ngumntana ukhuliswa ngumama single parent sibayi-2 nane sister yami, my younger sister. So yeah, Masibusane bayazithandela ibhola. At the age of 10 years old, I think I joined the Pushbacks. So the Pushbacks and then kwenziwa a squad that was gonna go and play Danon, Cape Town. So Masibusane went then, expressed himself. Super Sport Feyenoord, that's where they saw me. And bang sign. I think I moved to Joburg at the age of 12 years old.
You were still young, eh?
I was very young. Masibusane was Mthatha.
But moving to Pretoria or Johannesburg, as people would say, at that early age, wasn't it intimidating for you being away from your mother and staying at rest there with different people, some you didn't even know?
Well, I was still young at that age, so I was just excited that I have to go and play soccer because it's something that I used to love doing when I was still young. So.
I'm sure it's a dream for each and every young kid or young player out there to have such an opportunity. Imagine as a child getting that feeling of being scouted and being told, well, King, you're going to play for one of the biggest clubs in South Africa. Even playing for your academy means a lot. For your academy, for one of the biggest clubs in South Africa, says a lot. I'm sure it must have been a wonderful feeling, man. And I'm sure at that time you don't even care about, what am I going to do when I get there, or how is it going to be? All you want is just to have that feeling of playing football. Because at that time, you're only driven by passion. Nothing about money. It's just the happiness you get when you're playing football.
I was excited, but for my mom, it was different because she didn't understand anything about
Parents.
endaweni eyi-1 engekho because she's the one that like brought me on this earth, and then she's been supporting because it took time for a year not to understand that I'm actually gifted, not talented. I'm actually gifted.
Ow. Yeah, but he even okay. Which term can I use? He even emphasizes the part about he's not talented. He's gifted with the football. This one was a different kind of a player. Rare to find
So
a
yeah,
jam for
it
days.
was hard for her. Yeah. But for me, I was just excited because
Yeah.
I'm tiny ball. Because I was still young. I used to love football. Now it's just football.
Yeah.
I
And
will.
when you arrive at the academy, you find equally, talented, gifted players there. Kermit, you can mention. It was a lot of Pilano Quella and many others. You guys had a very good academy setup there.
Yeah, well, glory, I think it must come to the glory must go to our coach mate, because the team that we had, including Godfrey Musweza and Kwanele Kopo, they and then even the international coaches that we had, they actually invested on us like a lot, because we used to wake up saying just go to take ball, and then you go to school, come back from school, go and train, and then they teach you about like how a player is supposed to be. But yeah, I think our coaches, they played it because we were a good team, likes of Mukojo, Tato Mukeke, Kemiti Rasmus, the Pilani Quelas, as you mentioned, Tandani Jumaelo, about Tobile Mkenele. But then it was unfortunate because most of the guys didn't make it. But then as a group, as a whole, because we understood each other.
They had a special group, Master Super Sport.
And now, sometimes do you maybe almost feel sad that some of the players you have mentioned, like Umukocho, went overseas and play
Come
at
ahead.
the highest level, and
The
others
general.
reached levels where you didn't reach really in terms of your football.
No.
Playing for Bafana and stuff like that.
No. I'm actually proud of them. For me, as I told you, like it was not something that they were doing. I was just told that I'm good. So I because of enjoyment. But to see Abumkocho, the likes of Abo Erasmus, when they play all these big teams overseas, I'm proud because I know that I had a hand for them to figure where they are. I couldn't quite decide. I'm actually proud of them. When at least there's someone while we couldn't reach there. At least Bakona represent a team who couldn't reach there. So I'm actually proud of them. I'm quite.
And after a while, you get promoted to the first team. I understand Pizzo is the one who promoted you. Just talk about Pizzo's influence and also the hard work that you had to put in at the academy for you to be promoted. Because I can understand, even if you were that gifted, but it's not a walk in the park to get promoted to the first team.
Time, man. Hey, with that father, I call him father. So,
you mean Pizzo, yeah?
Yeah, Pizzo Masaman. I call him father. You get people in life whereby I could say they're hardcore, like they want the best out of you. So with him, he never agreed with the type of football that I play. He always used to, because there was a time where we were in reserve league. See the players that didn't play Badlale Monday.
Yes.
So he used to come like started PSL like we good development, and then we add with the guys that didn't play with first team. So every time among Pamis crowd, through and stuff like that. Half time, because he was not the one who was coaching.
Yeah.
The best coach bit was the late Thomas Matikak. May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at half time I was on jail.
Just to shout it.
I used to like 35 minutes in the dressing room. I want to be pulled. I don't go shout. I want you to do 1, 2, and 3. So among Zuvuzela. sengikhohlile ukuthi upisi
You go crazy.
mina wangizivuvuzela mina I feel like ukuthi everyone is just watching me like laba abanye they don't exist. So yeah, but yena philosophy yakhe it actually made sense because mina I would do something but I would never pass a move. I make sure ukuthi ngiyaphambili pass phambili. So yeah, but yeah, he helped me a lot though. But then development coaches are the ones that actually made Uzongo the Masibusane. Abanye bangibiza nge-goat, but I'm not a goat.
Hayi bo, ngoko nje, akho umuntu ongayaziyo. Everybody knows uba wena i-South African football fraternity. Like, I think he has his own sport that is cemented. Okay, Masibusane Zongo. Like, he's one of the few, or can I say, one of the rare players that actually came up with the Kasi flavor. And when they got to the top, they still kept on pushing a Kasi flavor. Like, he's one of the players that contributed to taking a Kasi flavor to the world. No cap.
Yeah.
Such an exciting player.
The likes of Tammy.
Yeah. They say you're the good.
And
So yeah, injalo Kromana, he helped me a lot to coach Pizzo father. A lot to wangibonisa ukuthi you can do a lot off the ball ungayiphethe ngebhola enyameni. So yeah, ungisizile.
Zongo, you also spoke about what Kavan Sibego used to say to you. And by the way, I think Kavan Sibego is one of the best left-footed players I've seen, especially at Supersport. A very, very good player. So what did he say to you?
I remember it was my first session with first team. So this is what happened. So bangitshela ukuthi Zongo, Coach Peter wants to see you. He wants you to come and train with them. So mina ngiyafika, I don't know anyone, like ngihle relaxing. So ngifika ngihlala endaweni yakamafika. Grootman Shakes. Sibek. So mangifika lapha ngiyafika ngihlala endaweni yakhe. Eyangena uShakes and he doesn't know ukuthi I admire him a lot.
With that walk.
Ngishayile walk yakhe lokuya walk so. Ubeka ibheke phambi kwami. Athi Thomas Angela labafana abinda bathi ukuthi hlala abantu lapha. And then everyone was like shekeleke athi cela ngikhulumeni naye. He even stood by the door and then I was told ukuthi ubupitha kwabani amakrotman la suk hlala uShakes la and then ngamove ngaya lapha. But if first touch yami groundini uyoza kumeqele nathi uyistar. After that azange uthi ufuna ukuthi ngiphendule ngithini wathi uyistar wajikwa pheka le.
Like guys, like irongonyani le. I feel like that's the only thing that made me to actually watch this interview. Okay, this podcast episode with Masibusane Zongo, because heavy man, like shushu man. Yes. Anamazwi for yona. Uba wena unalo igama no describe Masibusane.
So it was
the
comment. The way benza ngakhona into lento yenza leya. Mina yangijabulisa mina cause ukhulunyiswa uShakes it was something because we used to admire him a lot with development. Nabothatha umkeke besithanda uShakes. So yeah.
And who were some of the characters at that Supersport dressing room? Because there was a good mixture of experienced older players and a lot of young players.
I think everyone was a character la player team because you could find the likes of Peter Kwabane nabo being my character Bokatle Kompela, Miss Masina. Like it was different characters like kodwa bekuzwana. Omunye nomunye uphila impilo yakhe. You know, like man treatana as like a family. So everyone had his own character, but then when we were together, we were joined. Akuna munye babhekela omunye phansi, omunye wenzani, and mina nami like I think that's how I approach life because of the way I want to be at that time. Because at the end of the day, as much as if I don't talk to you, man, but one day I might need your help. If ever I'm not gonna talk to you, sasa ngizocela kanjani usizo if I know you can help me. So like I think that's how Kevin Hunt, when Kevin Hunt afika kwi-super sport lekapitso, when he took over everything besikayihlangisi ku-coach Pitso.
Yeah.
So when ufike seku-easy lapho because akunamuntu, I don't remember ukuthi bekhona umuntu obengazi ibhola lapho, and each and every position beyihlala ine-backup yabantu abayi-2. Like left wing it was Dan Clayton, uyuki Manyovi lo wase-Swaziland,
Yeah.
and then it was me. No, ngisho left wing, and then it was me.
TT.
Ubani konje? Tony Sabetha.
Yeah, TT, Tony Sabetha.
Yeah, it was besi.
Yo, squad depth. Squad depth. This is a squad. Yo. Imagine having to compete with the likes of Uklate. Yo, I want to know the new players because I was still young.
3 mina bengowesithathu. Right to Richard Ranji. It was Dennis Masina, Kono Domninguez, Elias Penembe.
Yo.
Yeah, it was always balanced. So manje like and manje besichithana like ingathi.
Except I'm sure imagine you are that player in that Super Sport United squad. Bruh, you'd sit in the bench until you get comfortable because wow, these players that I mentioned right here are so good. Yo.
Dala sadlala sonke. Because umuntu beka whatever that he brings uzoletha quality.
And even though there were a lot of you guys competing for the same places, there was still that thing you would say you work together even if you are competing.
Because we all wanted one goal, go to Sweeney League.
Unlock a new stream of income by trading
Okay,
with
guys.
Okta. Here's
You know
how we
what?
make trading
The reason why
transparent and clear.
I
Free
get
beginner
offended
and
of the ads is because now I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers for other people that are watching the videos to also get the ads. So that's the reason why I'm offended. So maybe if you guys can run me up to 1,000 subscribers, maybe I can also get to act accordingly when ads come up. Because they piss me off because I can't qualify for the ads. But it's fine, and not choice.
So if ever I'm doing well, I could see me na kabo Tony nabo Langame. Okay, Langame came late. But they used to encourage me, like, and then you ask yourself, okay, fine. If I'm not doing well, he's gonna come in and this part, and my spanner, I must wait for my chance now. Then I'm getting sevens. Because honestly speaking, Coach Pitso and Coach Kevin, tacticians, when it comes to football, I hear people are talking about other coaches, about those two.
But in a way, they are also different in their own way.
But to get a result, those two, to get a result.
And also, a lot of people don't actually know that you won 2 league titles at Supersport with Coach Kevin. And you were playing.
Yeah, I was playing.
With all these things that you were doing, but you were playing,
Yeah, but then football, if you watch me, but not my clips, if you watch me play, you'll be surprised. But if I have to go forward, I wouldn't do delay if we say 0-0. Unless ke khona kugcwele stadium people have to dance. People cannot just leave their homes and then bazofika babheke baboreke grounding. They have to laugh, bashaye ivuvuzela, something. But to go forward, now ngacela 1-on-1 manje.
And Temba Pramahatse. You won't come out alive with 1-on-1. It's Dembi. Yes, that spells confidence. Kapa straight.
No,
Something.
Abantu they mistake me with this guy. He's a good player. Uskwama, Matete.
Okay.
They mistake me with him. You see, even his game it has improved, man. but manje abantu becanga ukuthi mina mangiphethe ibhola kumele ngenze something kumele usuke endleleni bewujobe mina mangiphethe ibhola.
But let's talk more about that, because it is a perception people have of you that you are just a crowd pleaser and you don't do. Was there ever a time where coaches maybe will replace you because you are not following instructions?
You cannot give me an instruction namangdala. As coaches, most coaches, abantu coach abazibhola, they tell you, I want you to do 1, 2, and 3, and the rest
It's up to you.
And then
Discretion.
most grounding when you're the one that holds the ball, you see 5 players in front of you. So if coach ngitshela ukuthi mangithola ibhola ngiyiphase ngale and ukuvaliwe lapha bele ngiyiphase ngivaliwe.
Exactly.
You can't. That's why I said to you earlier on.
Bruh. Like, I feel like, there's someone, there are some people that I should be telling what you just said right now, bruh. You can't expect a player to always pass the ball when a player has the ball. I mean, if you see players in front of you, you obviously have to beat as a players, Mosi. Uzamiyekela ntoni phambi kwakho, funeka ubethe umntana. Yes, I just hope that the coaches that's going on could develop the mentality like and just be realistic. But obviously, if there's a player in front of you and you have the skill, better like go ahead even if you fail, because I mean you had no other choice rather than going forward and then just because there are players in front of you and then having to turn back. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, guys. I feel like wingers, each and every player on the field should be given that freedom of being able to dribble or something like that. Yeah, but obviously you only dribble when it's necessary and you have to. But we can't be discriminating the players because of their playing style. Imagine telling Masibusane Zongo about, no, Masibusane, you can't dribble because of this and this and that. So how is Masibusane Zongo going to play?
There's a difference. There's a gift and there's a talent.
Now, also on this issue, there are certain coaches who believe that when you're showboating and standing on top of the ball and doing all those things, you are more humiliating the opponent, you're not respecting the opponent. How do you see this thing? Are you doing it to give yourself advantage, or are you doing it to humiliate the opponent? What's the, or is it a little bit of both?
Honestly speaking, from my side, when I do these things, I'm waiting for my teammates to make runs. Sometimes there's a time where it's crowded. But once you start skills, once they open, you can find a space. Even if you don't play true pass, so for me, there's nothing to showboating. It's a gift. Use it.
Exactly.
Use it. And that's why I don't even watch PSL, man. Because now his style is changing. We don't play our phone. Roman Lam go to be our teenage I'm
not that old, man.
Those videos.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Abu Doctor, Potoso Makanya, and all those kinds of players, Zed Musa, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we don't have such players anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's not that we don't have those type of players anymore, but those players get bottled up. For example, obviously I'm going to name Obrigado. Obvious, because we no longer have players that are like Oscar Angolbese. We don't have the likes of Wena, Masibusane Zongo, even XT now was sabotaged. We have Obrigado, this boy Umfundo Vilakazi. We have this defensive midfielder for Orlando Pirates who's currently on loan. We Orbit College right now. Is Samkelo. But his nickname Busquets, number 5, had died here at Orlando Pirates at the DDC last season. Ukumalo is his surname. He's one of those players. We have Jabulani, the right back for Orlando Pirates. We have Mduduzi Shabalala. We do have those type of players, but because they are not given freedom to express their playing style, we can't really get back to as a players. Because I don't know if we are trying to be like a football that we watch overseas or wherever. Because South African football style is no longer a South African football style.
Istyle isilaka manje. That's why uyabona ukuthi it's average EPSL yonke. We've got average players. Like look at our national team now. And then you tell me ukuthi you want to come. There's likes of Domingo. He's not even in the national team, and that boy is a star. Umkhulisi. Uzongifakela singabiza amagama.
Yeah. But what you are saying is that the level of our football in the country is gone down.
Siphelele Mkhulisi ushushu nyani.
Why is that?
Ibola belimnandi khuluma nami. Ithamba kusadlala abo Tekomodis.
Yeah.
Abo Shakes Kuma. That was football. The likes of Yele Tsolanyana. That was football. Abu Masibusane,
I was on.
Abu Skarangobes.
Yeah.
Yo, the
Abu
lead.
Junior Kanye, Abu Chabupuli.
Yo.
Scapi maybe. Yeah.
Abu Skapi. Nangu Lijabulani Mindu. Mokrutman, people that used to.
You can see how happy he is as he's calling out as players, brah. Like.
Someone will say you are picking the players who are like you, who are gifted like you. Maybe football generally is not like that because you have to blend different styles and find balance and all
But
those things.
what is football, football is supposed to make people to come
Entertainment.
together. And entertainment and make people to come together. Imagine ke odlala ngabokhatsane bonke. Ayi wena ungayishindle yakho nivukele bokhatsane. You want.
Yeah.
So man, serious mina khuluma nami mina. I don't even watch. I rather watch ibhola overseas than ukuthi ngibheke PSL manje. Let's say if ever you bodla sports betting. Ungayibhejela into isikhukhuni esidlala namazulu. Isikhukhuni esowena. Kanjani? How do you even watch that game? I would think about it, but for me, at the time I was still a ball boy with Super Sport. When I was still a ball boy, I used to enjoy football by watching, like,
Yeah. No, you are right. It's no longer the same. Yeah. It's no longer the same. Yeah. And I mean, like you're saying, it shows even with Bafana that Bafana have gone down in terms of performances. Yeah.
Look at the team that they just selected now.
By the way, this interview was released a year ago. So if you're watching it now, you should know about the interview got 2023. And I'm also not sure about which squad he is referring to. Like, look at the squad that has just been released. Yabo. So
All right. Let's move now. If you look back at SuperSport, there was a little bit of success. Like I said, you won 2 league titles there. Generally, you were playing, but the more you got famous, the more people started liking you. Someone will say maybe the head became a little bit big. And there were mistakes along the way, starting mainly at SuperSport. What happened? In English, they always say you fall off the race. I mean, why did you how did you lose focus, and what are the things that made you to lose focus? Anyway.
With this question, you're killing me, man. I mean, it's like I lost weight. The thing is, what happened at SuperSport is that Utenclade got injured. That's when I made my breakthrough. So mana zibhectri yami ungwenya ubusy uyarecover rehab mase ke right from engaphandle oyiqala
They took you out.
and I've been getting men of the matches la long business all about men of the match hayi ukuthi nami ngiyakhishwa ngihlala ebhenjini ngiyestanding lo muntu lo beyahlala ebhenjini bangidlala uhleli sasebhenjini kwayena so ngabona ukuthi man this thing of bathi ibhola man football is funny so like you know what singiyeke yonke lento lo kithi olidlama ukuthi alright mase ukhathele ibhola ungijela you're tired of football just tell me because you know you don't need this this is you must never think that this is a career yakho.
Yeah.
But I think I'm blessed by uNkulunkulu ukuthi wangigayela gifting because when I play I just have fun. I play to entertain people. So like I think that's when I went off the rail because it was never into yokuqala lento. Nayibhola bengidlala nje because of ngiyalithanda. Hayi ukuthi manje ngibengizimisela and stuff like that. So I think that's what actually hit me when that happened. And I was like, you know what? That's in Gafan.
Yeah. So what did you do? I mean, what? Miss training? What? I don't know. Drink water.
Ibuhlungu man, ibuhlungu. Because coaches actually kill players ngokwazi because nyani, how do you justify into yoba having a player having incredible performances and then when that player who was injured comes back, you put him straight into the starting lineup and you don't even put him as a substitute, you send him straight to his reserves.
We want to hear.
No, I didn't take my into that time maybe my career. I didn't take it serious anymore. So,
yeah, you lost interest.
Yeah, I just lost interest. Thank you. That's the right phrase to put it. I just lost interest. So like, it's the same. If they play me, they play me. If they don't play me, they don't play me. Fun.
But now, did you, in the back of your mind, think of people that you may be disappointing, like the fans, teammates, even the coaches, because there were people who actually enjoyed your stuff.
You'll be surprised as I don't see myself as low muntu. I'm actually liking Azipol and stuff like that. Hence I said earlier, I just enjoy myself when I play. So for me to think about Leon, I want to go to because when I've been in training, anyone might hey, Zongo sharp. It's a human being. So for me it wasn't that.
It was not the be all end all.
Yeah. So yeah, man, football is just football.
Because a lot of people in your situation would have wanted to hold on to this thing and say, hey, I'm pushing here, I want to go overseas.
It depends where you come from.
Yeah.
Your background, it says a lot.
Yeah.
Your background, your mood, it says a lot.
And when you had a very good background where
I got everything I wanted.
Yeah, there was support at home and you could afford
from my mom.
You could afford to stay away from football and you'll still be fine. And you are still fine now.
Thank you.
It's probably I feel like he's handling Masibusane light. Because even with what he said about his mother was like, I feel like Mama was very supportive. Because she was like, okay, tell me if you're no longer interested in football. You can come back home. So, Mama had a great support system. It's probably
Hence, like when got to jail, like off into before so on the interview, would say, me and my mom's since I'm arrested, a Transkei. So me na lente bola le makona. It's just that people, most of people by Igbo Bati,
because the other thing is that a lot of people out there actually think that you are down and out, and
That's why
You're not.
umuntu.
Yeah.
You do a good thing, uzokhuluma.
Yeah.
Do a bad thing, uzokhuluma.
Yeah.
You rich, uzokhuluma. You poor, uzokhuluma.
Yeah.
Whatever that you do, a person is always gonna have something to say.
Yeah.
So mind that's why I want impilo yami like angiphileli muntu mina. I only live for my daughter and my mom and my sister.
Yeah.
Nencosi sister yami. Abanye so like
Yeah.
We pause that son, man.
So you are fine. You are.
right.
Aye.
So to the people out there who says that you are down and out, it's not true. I mean, I can see you. You're looking fine. And you're looking fit.
Let them try to go use people always have something to say. If ever you're gonna listen to people, you're never gonna make it in life. You will never make it in life. If you're gonna listen to what everyone says about you, trust me, like you'll never make it in life. Yeah, so yeah, like but you get people who are right, like he's been good to me like a lot, like he's helped me besides like even thinking wise. He shows me as easy, and it's actually like I'm like that is easy. You learn but if you surround yourself with people abangacabangi lento ifuna empilweni
Kame andikuvanga kahle uthini.
but if you surround you learn but if you surround yourself with people abangacabangi lento ifuna empilweni you won't go anywhere. So yeah, but and I'm thankful for you because he's helped me a lot.
Yeah. Now as we move along, there's also have been this thing that maybe there's a general perception that maybe you didn't yourself realize how good you were or how good you are, But did you know how good you were in this football thing?
I'm really bored. I just play. I enjoy myself.
Yeah.
But I always get more compliments. Good, but do you know good what you have? I'll be like, if I look that side, it must go the other side.
Aye. Why look when you already know which destination? Yes.
If you lose a wolf, you have six command. It must be inside you.
I
say abo left bazipola, abo right bafundi pola.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to ayaqabana ngobhuteri uyaqabana. Okay, man, I feel like as much as the interview whereby we're supposed to know more about Zizo Masibusane Zongo, I feel like it's also insightful, man. Like he's telling us a lot of things. Like hey man, educational. If you're looking at it the same way I'm looking at it, obviously. Wow, boy.
Yeah, but
You're sorry, but wow, good man. Wow.
So it means
Yeah.
So I like the Messi's, the likes of Rivaldo, Maradona, Zongo, Kanyiso Zongo.
Kanyiso Zongo? Qoboza? Is he talking about Yena? Wow, then Qoboza wenza kakhulu. But yeah, Qoboza was big at Orlando Pirates, bruh. Yes. He's at Platinum Rovers ngoku in the NFD. I just hope that he can make his way back to the top again. Ish, Qoboza. star.
Sikhuluma bo-left like
Yeah, la, singcwele
akekho left nje.
Papa.
Hayi,
Yeah.
hayi.
Yeah.
Bese ke yabothami ke.
All right. Now,
No.
after you left Supersport, you were never quite the same, man. And you moved a lot, you moved around a lot.
How?
I mean, clubs.
But I told you mos bengiqeda ukutshela manje ukuthi bengisenandaba I lost interest in soccer.
And there was no team or no coach who could revive that love and that passion.
My father, Kevin Johnson, he did mos.
At Platinum Stars, yeah.
Yeah, he did. No,
That's
babalile lawo bayi-2 but lo wayi uyobamba i-trophy because that one Udaki, he knows football.
Kevin Johnson, yeah.
That one, he knows football.
The time I worked with Zongo and the time that I saw him, I think Zongo has always been a special player. If not, he wasn't special to me. He was a special player to South Africa. I think the problem was that when I worked with him, he gave me a little bit more in the fact that, yes, I think I had the ability to be a father figure, but I never thought myself as a father figure to Zongo because I always wanted him to be a footballer instead of looking for someone to be his father. I wanted him to make money, and therefore I got the best out of him because I gave him the freedom on the park with a lot of tactical awareness. And then you should also understand that Zongo was playing with, he had some good players around him who were prepared to afford him the ability to go and play and do his thing on the pitch. But Zongo was a fantastic player for me. He was never injured, never really didn't come to work. He's always at work. But I really appreciated working with Zongo, and I was one of the people, I think I prayed that something big could happen for him as long as he stayed on track. And maybe I got Zongo a little bit too late to work with me. Otherwise, I'm sure that Zongo would have gone a little bit further in what he did and stopped at Platinum Stars with me.
And he doesn't dwell a lot on, he's a father, he's a friend.
I feel like Kevin Johnson was very influential kwi-career yakhe. Uta Fruitman Masibusane Zongo, in a way that when you get a coach that actually believes in you, a coach that actually supports the way you play, a coach that doesn't want to change you to be a player that you're not, that's something special, because not so many guys or players get to have a coach olula hlobo. I'm sure that's the reason why he puts him at the top of the list. Because you heard with Peter Mosimane, not Kevin Hunt, but they would like criticize him for this and this and that. But rather than him criticize Kevin Johnson, but Bonisa about okay, on top of what you're doing, this is what you can also do. Wow.
He's a brother. He's like mina now masikhuluma so unjalo now, like he talks to you like he wants to know besides the border, like how overseas players are being treated. If you can see all the stars overseas, if you can see treatment yabantu ama-agent ama-coaches off the pitch, because I remember when I was at Tottenham for a trial, I could see the way those guys that they were treated. You went to
Tottenham for a tryout?
Tradition.
It's serious. Yeah.
It's serious, like it's serious. La in South Africa, agent compete ne player la. Now agents, they think now players are working for them. And they're supposed to work for players.
Yeah.
Agents, I'm agent assign I'm a player maningi. if ama-team ayikho interested kula ma-player lawo, they don't even check on them ukuthi ne-right.
So
Is he eating? Is he training? Is he doing what? But if umntwana uhambe uyozizamela esayidini ekasi athole i-team, who's the first person ozoqala afika athi kumele nikhulume naye? Agent.
He's agent, yeah.
I just don't understand mina ibhola la eMzansi. That's why ibhola la eMzansi liyaphansi. Alisanyuki manje. It's going down ibhola laseMzansi. Like, I'm sure you've spoken about Teko nabobani. They will tell you akunabhola elidlalwayo manje. Kumele mawufuna ukubuyela i-PSL kumele ubheke i-Sundowns. Phela. Amanye ama-teams cabanga 2 hours ngilongibheka isikhukhuni.
So the team that you enjoy watching now is just Sundowns alone.
Sundowns phela. I enjoy watching Sundowns because they play ibhola elimnandi. Pirates naye on and off.
And Chiefs?
Awungangiphendulela mina.
No, I don't want you must answer.
Hayi. Angibuki i-Chiefs mina. I don't know why, like I just can't, like from Dala, like after watching Skumani. Yeah, bengakwazi. Chiefs.
Yeah. And which team do you grow up supporting?
Pirates.
Yeah.
I'm a big Pirates fan, mina namanje I'm still supporting Pirates.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I got man of the match against Pirates, Teko. I went to him, I got autograph, I got to man of the match, Johannesburg Stadium.
Yeah.
I got autograph, kuyinto. Isasekhona nasemthathi ivest yakhona.
Yeah.
Sign.
I have a feeling that Tigo was sort of your role model.
Nah, not Teko.
Who did you look up to? Which player? Which player spoke to you? Which player?
Asanda.
Skarango, yes.
One of the role model.
Like Jesus.
And he even told me before he passed on.
Yeah.
That's who we stand, kids. When we stand.
Yeah.
Bengidlala ama-Phillies games eThembisa. Angilandele.
What's that first games?
Ngiphuma egroundini. Ehla from i-VIP.
Aw.
Ehla from i-VIP wazongibamba isandla. Sawu isitawu nesandla. When we stand.
Yeah.
Engathi Oscar.
Yeah. You're very excited about it. Yeah. Now, tell me about Blood Monsters. Good team. They assembled a good team, like you said, Kevin Hunt. How was that environment and the players that you played with there?
You are right, but I think that's one team that I enjoyed myself. Kuyo, because Kevin Johnson, he makes you want to play football.
Yeah.
He makes you fall in love with football. Because he gave me the freedom. He would tell me, Guti, if I would dribble, I keep. And man, you know Kevin Johnson, I'm sure like you've met him. The muntu lo ugcwele ugazi, like put money out here. Like we understand the muntu lo.
Yeah.
That's why I said to you earlier on, Guti, he's a friend.
Yeah.
He's a father. He doesn't care about what you do at grounding. He wants to know about your life besides in the grounding. Because he used to tell me, and plus, Kona Nabo Viomera, Abo Shabalala, Abo Solomon Mate, Bumzimela. Like, if you're going to one, if I'm not going to super sports, there's slang in this song.
Yeah.
And song clear team there. Stand in those imnandi. Stand the ball elimnandi. Bengashawa le phezulu. Kalo phansi.
And there were no stars there, really. It was there were no. You didn't have superstars and stuff. You had a team that was.
He played.
It was only me.
Yeah, well.
Yaziva le yazifila. He played.
So yeah, but bekhona man, like abantu be dedicated. Makhulubela.
Yeah, Mahlatsi.
Mahlatsi.
You're a star.
Mapena. There's some, but star it was above you. I'll eat that above your mere. abozongo aboshabalala abodokotela Lihlati Matubanya. We had a quality, business quality.
Yeah, it was a good team. Man. Won trophies and stuff like that. Yeah.
Because ungele ngifike sehambile mina la.
Yeah.
I went to Sundowns.
Mm.
But besine team right. Akunamuntu bengazibhola la besilazi ibhola.
And at other teams,
Vasco,
you just didn't.
Nah, I was just moving because of the contract. I'm super sporty. Be logging letter, going loan somewhere, loan. As I told you, good team now. After that incident that happened, only Paul and Kalang Altana foot to go Platinum Stars. Nah, my team. Now we vets. Because I remember with vets, the way I left the vets, it's when they fired to Roger Tissa. I remember back saying a mini but mailing you sign a contract, like a permanent contract. Can bazomqosha Roger. Kanti kuzozala abantu be-super sport la. Abangifaka indlela. La kufika khona uKevin no Ferreira.
Ferreira. Yeah.
So like
cousin. Yeah.
Siyeke lento le Paula le kuba serious.
Bani? Okay, zwakale. Ethi video fethu kanjani apha? Cha kaloku ngenqono iphazamiseka yabo qanqa ngibekuphosa. Ndenze ivideo fethu.
Yes, nende Paula.
Yeah. Now the other thing is in South Africa there is a little bit of money in football, you know. Did you make money out of football? I mean, you know, like if sometimes when players are moving, am I signing on?
I think the only time I made money it was when I won the league, the Super Sport guy too.
Yeah. The bonus.
Imali Paula, kunamali Paulini, trust me. There's no money.
I mean, in terms of salaries and stuff, you didn't earn much.
That's not money, Roman Lam. You know what's important in life, Roman Lam? I mean, I hear people, but some players they're getting money. What? But if you don't know how to maintain
money, yeah.
It's fine, man. Umuntu uzohamba adlale ku Sundowns for let's say seasons. Akhola imali eningi. After 5 years, lo muntu leyo. If I was maintaining money, like, where do you think that person would be? It's how
and they are there now with their examples.
Thank you. It's how you use your money.
So Masibusane, you spoke about the late Thomas Madikaki. He's also somebody who played a critical role in your life. I must also say that even me personally, I know the man personally, and he's somebody who I respected. But for you, what sort of role did he play in your life?
Yeah, okay, so may his soul rest in peace, the late Thomas Madikaki. I think no pizza.
Dream team.
Dream team day one, like they played a huge role and in day one final. But he used to, I remember one time he after training he shed tears. He held me like ngezandla zakhe, so akhali nyembezi athi, but why do you do this? Because I remember I didn't come to training the previous day because of my reasons. And then he was crying at him. Do you know how much what you have when as a person? Do you know how much you have? And I was like, gosh. So if I don't know Baba, the father. So he didn't care a lot about soccer, but he wanted to see me succeed. It was me and Tando. Because he used to tell me Amanto about Utando, example about Utando. So but he played a huge role, but mostly it was apparently Pauline.
Yeah. So Zizu, Your career has been eventful, colorful, you name it. Now, I want to check when you look back, sometimes maybe when you're sitting alone, looking back, do you have any regrets of how it panned out?
Nah, honestly speaking, I don't have any regrets because I enjoyed the career. I enjoyed myself to a point where I'm starting to learn how much I worth. But my regrets, I'm not my regrets. But then the only regret I think I have is outside of football. It's me, like if the time I'm mailing alone, but he couldn't be part of it. While it was his own decision, I'm getting down, but I still feel like most of the things that I've done, if he was there, was avoid. But oh well, Zongo Masibusane.
It is what it is.
Gustav.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you saying you sort of missed that father figure role? Somebody who played that role in your life?
Yeah, cool, but
it's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse. But then like I miss it because of who his sister am, because I feel like even if because I made my own name. At least if he was there for my sister, then because as in like I'm thinking tata. Yo, I went in this blooming slum, can't tell his cause.
Now, though your father was not actively involved in your life, but your mother was.
She was a father, she was a mother, she was a friend, she was a sister, she was everything. Because only effort yakhe bekayifaka kum. She, even though she didn't agree eqaleni ngento yebhola.
Now that Uber Eats delivers groceries, what do we call them?
Uber Super Soft Cheats, Uber Heats, Uber Doggy Treats. I've got it. Uber Pineapples.
Yo, yo.
It's still called Uber Eats, but now we deliver anything.
Uber
What's
Spritz.
your skipper? What I look like 15
Don't wait.
seconds.
Grade 1 and Grade 8 applications
Nah,
for the
30
2025
seconds.
school year open on the 11th of March and close on the 12th of April 2024.
Bum.
Get your certified documents.
But ugqibele sento se understand ba amanjongo man debate star, because I tell everyone, especially those ones that are close to me, when I moved from Umtata to HOs at the age of 10 years old, my mom told me one thing at angiqala ngesixhosa futhi wathi bangaxeleli ubaxelele. You mustn't be told, you must tell them. Because once you've been told, you always uzokuhlakuqa amadolo lokumamela. But if you can tell them, but you mabekutshela, take something that's positive. Ungamameli noma into engaphandle. But ubaxelele bona. Alalo beyandiva ke mntana.
I hear you. Do you feel that you gave us your best?
It's yet to come manje mangifika ku Royal AM next season. Then you're gonna see, because now I'm going to level to show you what is talent and what is a gift. There's a gift, there's a talent.
But if yeah, 1 year ago, so you know about what happened? Leyenze ba angade abe kanti uyaya kwi-Royal AM. You handi phosiwe. Phosiwe. Yes. I just hope ba isezokwenzeka. Oyini mamkhize. Andilempisane ngithetha nawe man. Kawenze.
There's Messi, there's Ronaldo. There's talent, Ronaldo, and then there's a gift, Messi.
Messi, yeah. And you are on that side of Messi.
I'm left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
He's not arrogant. He's confident.
like that, Krumala. I'm still gonna. I'm not looking to play 2 seasons or what. I just want 1 season, just to level. What Shakes Kong on a date, what's Karang obvious a date. Masibusane Zongo must also finish up and then I get ball. Saying I'm 32 kusasa. I'm telling you 32 kusasa.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe
I'm
birthday in
16.
advance, yeah.
Yeah, bonga cool Krumala.
Yeah. We're starting to wrap up now. One of the quick things, Bafana, you
Buza, Grootman. Like, buza, ta. Buza.
is there any regret there also?
No. Because in Dale Wonkamando, I'm an age group
Yeah.
we national team from under 12, 17, 20, 23. Yin benibiza ngani lento le.
I'm a Bene Plus.
My penny plus.
Yeah.
I also play there.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really qualify as full Bafana stuff,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So I don't even count it.
But I'm sure you would have loved to play for Bafana.
It's always a dream for a player to the national team. Like the national team. Because I remember Mandela Cup in Cape Town, Belani, USA. Sadly, Likatin raised under 23.
Yeah.
Under 23 or under 17, somewhere there. Opito held me a Sunday. Bekatungene in a dressing room. I tell about Tego. Now I'm not so cold 10. But I'm no regrets, Musanet.
Yeah.
I was peeling.
Yeah. You talk about under.
Teko bayayazi. Phofa bayazi, but umqayo uyayazi umqayo. Ba excela shumi. Nah.
12.
Ityani.
12, 17,
Yeah.
20.
I'm told when you're playing for the under 12s, that's where you got your nickname Zizo, and you were given the nickname by the man himself.
Yeah, Zinedine Zidane, France. Well, I got a contract with Super Sport Feyenoord when I moved from Umtata. So I'm at the Flies at in France. So Zizo is up. As always, I was the best. So where's the cozy ambassador at Danon?
Yeah, Zinedine Zidane himself, yeah.
Zizo. Okay, sharp. That's I.
And that nickname stuck from there.
And then after that, Mangbuye France, Zizo.
Yeah.
So I won't always izinto zenzakala.
Yeah. And then you speak about the possibility of going to Royal Aim next season.
Yeah.
Are you training to prepare yourself for that? Are you?
Khombisoko njani la. Yo hayi zinona ulwathi na. Yintoni mina ku Easter egg? So can't sokolisa.
People, I'm sure the minute people hear this, they'll start worrying. They say, "Oh, he's gonna get there and start doing those things again." What sort of mental space are you in now? Are you ready to go into this environment where you have to get there, go to training in the morning, and sleep early and eat right? You know the stuff. Yeah. Are you ready for that responsibility?
Honestly speaking, I've been ready, because sometimes mawuphila and then uyeke for, because I think I've like 2 years or 3 years not playing soccer. So it was a surprise when Mom Kiza called my mom. Tell this guy I want him back. And then I just told Guti Oli to Guti mina nebhola I don't think we didn't or something. So I was like, man, bro, just go there. Just for 2 seasons, or season, and then so on. So hence I said to you earlier on, Guti, I don't care what people say. Because PSL, it's not football. So Guti and now they will be honest to themselves. dlala ngathi manje lama players obhekayo manje badlala ngathi manje angeke khona abanye abanama-dreads badlala koMaZulu baqoka number 10 umuntu usane ne-chips kanjani
No, I'm just like he's calling them out like yo, siyathemba sithebe.
mara sikho lapho but angiredi mina for the environment leyo. I'm just there to just to level things then ngiyeke ibhola after 2 seasons.
So we can say you're going to rescue our football. The fans are coming back now and people must be ready. You want to fill stadiums now.
That's why I was not even worried about ukuthi why ngadlali because of le COVID. And bese kahle kube ngikhona iCovid abantu bangayi stadium bezobheka le bhola lesibhekayo. Yeah. But yeah. No, but then when more you play, you must know yourself. You must know your worth. So mind yeah, people can come and watch me next season. Bekuzongo and abantu abangithanda nami ngiyabathanda. And ihlale khona lento enhlale niyibuza ukuthi what can you give the advice or message
Yeah.
ababukela ibhola elimnandi kuphela. That's my advice. Do not because of support the team uzosupport into engekho right. So yeah, mina ngithi mina wabukela ibhola right.
That's it, yeah.
And to young people, enjoy yourself when you play soccer.
He's wrapping up the interview ngokwakhe akabuza nochiwo bakhe say like okay, what do you have to say for your fans, what do you have to say for young players out there? Me anticipated by those questions would come, but I feel like what he just said right now about young players, just enjoy football. Emil Witboy listened to the interview. He must come out right now. Emil, you listened to this interview.
Love what you do. That's it.
Lastly, there were mistakes and all those kinds of things, and there will probably be young up and coming footballers who would watch this interview. What would you want to say to 11-year-old Zongo now, with what you know, what you've been through?
Enjoy yourself. Be you. Make mistakes. You're a human being. Because if ever uzothi because you listen to everyone that tells you something, uzothi mawuna 40 okanye 45 la uqala khona uhlupha khona. Make mistakes now, rectify them, and live your life. I mean, I'm just saying, just enjoy yourself. Be uwe.
Yeah.
If maybe nesithembu iba nesithembu. Iba nesithembu. Be you.
Yeah.
Like when you grow up, you don't know anything, but you live to learn. Make mistakes, and then you learn from them.
Yeah. Whoever gave you access in the kitchen did right, because you are just pack. I'm straight. Yo, wow.
So yeah.
I think on this level of his tembu, this is where we're gonna have to end it. We've been speaking now. We've been now speaking with you, reflecting on your colorful career, both on and off the field, for more than an hour. And I think here at Prime Sports with Mahlatsi, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you. And I was saying to Tami that one day I will tell the people the trouble we went through to get hold of you. You are a man who is very, very difficult to get hold of, but I just want to thank you for having made the time, and obviously also to thank the guys behind the camera. People can see them here by this beautiful saloon where we are doing this interview, having allowed us to do this interview from here. And
so yeah, guys, that was a very beautiful interview by Mr. Mahlatsi with the one and only Masibusane Zongo. I didn't even know about that nickname, because Zinedine Zidane is Zinedine Zizo. Okay, Zinedine Zizo Zidane. So he got that nickname from him directly. He was that special. Oh, he's in Jamadota.